It's 2025, and the American middle class is dead, completely gone. And we're acting like this is fine? The country we grew up believing in doesn't exist anymore. The promise that hard work gets rewarded? Oh, that's over. Millions of Americans are living in conditions that would make third world countries feel sorry for us. The average person has been completely abandoned. Corporate overlords have squeezed every drop of wealth out of the working class and now demand we thank them for it. You're expected to sacrifice your entire existence, 70, 80 hours a week, just to barely survive. This isn't politics, this is economic warfare. The numbers are depressing, and the people running this show are counting on us being too exhausted to fight back. A basic one-bedroom apartment for $1,800 requires $64,800 annual income to qualify. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Median household income is $70,000, but after taxes and necessities, people are drowning. We've created a system where most Americans can't afford basic shelter. When people can't afford traditional housing, where do they go? The answer should terrify you.
Moving into our new space. You can pretty much live in here during the day, and then at nighttime you can't sleep in here, so we gotta go back to the tent. Storage is right next to our tent. It's amazing.
And it's climate controlled. Huge. It's absolutely huge. And we're finally gonna have a space to set up all our nice stuff.
I'm tired. You ready to get this left?
My tomato.
A little bit.
I haven't wanted ice water so bad in my life.
Taking all of this stuff out of our tent, put it into this new storage.
It's just gonna be a living space. There's not even gonna be storage. Barely. Tell me how we got this fucking weird wall. I'm putting stuff on it. I'm gonna make it my little artwork.
We can have a camera in here set up.
Oh shit. And I like that this is open.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Put up like Christmas lights.
What you've just witnessed there is the collapse of American civilization in real time. Someone living in a space designed for boxes and furniture, not human beings. This isn't just dangerous and illegal, this represents the complete failure of everything we thought America stood for. We have working Americans paying to live in storage units with no running water, no proper ventilation, no emergency exits, risking their lives because the alternative is homelessness. And here's the thing, we're not just becoming a third world country, we're becoming worse than one. At least in developing nations, people have communities. They have extended families. They have social structures. Here, you're on your own. You work 80 hours a week and die alone. Let's talk about healthcare, and I want you to understand how completely we've been betrayed by the system. Emergency room visits that cost $7 in Vietnam are costing Americans $3,000 with insurance. Medical bankruptcy affects 530,000 families annually in America. That's more than the entire population of Wyoming going bankrupt every year just from getting sick.
Care system needs to get the fuck out of here, okay? This is crazy. I just asked for an itemized bill of earlier this month where I was dying and I needed to be hospitalized for 3 days. Bitch, the total of that 3-day service was $83,334.33. For what? For what? Oh my god. And I'm wondering if I get a degree with this service or walking down an aisle for surviving. You must be out your mind.
This is what our shitty ass healthcare has come to. Where my patients need medicine and supplies and their insurance won't cover it, and here I am spending my own money because my patient needs it. And he doesn't have any money and he can't work. And the insurance won't even cover what he needs. And I'm sad and I'm sick and tired of it.
This is American healthcare in 2025. People are choosing between insulin and rent, between cancer treatment and keeping their homes. Families with decent jobs and insurance are being destroyed by medical debt. And the worst part, this was designed. This isn't an accident. This is how the system is supposed to work. It's a wealth extraction machine. And you are the product. Now, some of you are thinking, well, if it's so bad, why don't people move somewhere cheaper? And that question reveals just how deep this trap goes. You see, you can move to rural West Virginia, buy a house for $80,000. But the jobs there pay $12 to $15 an hour, if you can find them. The poverty rate in rural America has hit levels we haven't seen since the 1960s. So now you're trapped in a place with cheap housing, but no way to pay for it. It's a geographical prison.
West Virginia is now poorer than it has ever been, and please know that our state is a poor ass state. They are not doing anything for the West Virginians here. They are not trying to bring in better jobs. They're literally sold for hospitals. Who knows where that money will go, because I'm sure it's not going to go to the people of West Virginia. Just as money that was allocated to us for roads was taken, it's not going on the roads. I can tell you that from my road. Also, where I live, we have a spring, thank God, because a lot of people have to haul their water because we don't even have running water here.
What we're witnessing is the complete destruction of the American economic model that built the middle class. For 75 years after World War II, we operated on a simple premise. Work hard, follow the rules, get rewarded with a middle-class life. That social contract doesn't just exist anymore. It's been deliberately torn up and burned. The managerial class, the bureaucratic class, they're completely disconnected from what's happening to normal Americans. They look at unemployment numbers and GDP growth, tell us everything is fine, while families are living in cars.
So we're a family of 5 and we live in an RV full-time, and unfortunately this is the case for a lot of people with today's economy and inflation, and the cost of housing is just astronomical, and it's causing a lot of people to financially struggle. Which makes it surprising when I get so many hateful comments pretty much daily telling me that this is not appropriate for kids, pretty much child abuse. Or one comment said, if we can't financially provide for our children properly, we should have never had kids. Pretty sure she's deleted her whole thread now, because hopefully she realized how idiotic that is, because God forbid you have children when you are doing well financially and hit hard times and start struggling. I guess you just should have never had children to begin with. I don't understand people. But anyways, those people don't pay your bills. So you do what's best for you. If you can't afford your rent and you can't afford your mortgage, then you do what you need to do to survive. And an RV is not the worst thing. It's honestly been so great for our family. It has freed us up financially, which has been amazing. And our family's closer together because of it. So please, if you're struggling, don't look at having to live in an RV is a bad thing, because yes, it's not a stick and brick house, but it has everything you need, and living simple is okay. We don't have to glorify having excessive amounts of things or space, because that's not a need, that's a privilege. So us living in an RV is helping us in the long run, as we're able now to really put back and save money to be able to hopefully one day purchase a house in cash and not have to have the weight of a mortgage over our head hanging all the time.
A family of 5 living in an RV, not by choice, but because traditional housing has been completely financialized out of their reach. And notice the shame they feel, the criticism they face. We've been conditioned to blame individuals for systemic collapse. It's psychological warfare. This is what the new normal looks like. Multiple generations crammed into single-family homes out of economic necessity. Alternative housing, because traditional housing is a luxury good now. Families making impossible choices between basic necessities every single day. The difference is, we're supposed to be the richest country in world history. Instead, we've become a wealth extraction operation disguised as a nation.